And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
Does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round. Cut.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. Space to maneuver at the 40. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Ohio, Ohio. Flex round, flex round. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Flex round, flex round. Flex round, flex round. Flex round, flex round.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Flex round, flex round.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Cut!
Following the interception, Kaiser. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Kaiser on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
2nd down, Kaiser. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
3rd and long for Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Ohio! Ohio! 55, Mike, 55. Ohio! Ohio! Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Ohio! Ohio! Slam, slam, slam.
On third down, Kaiser. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, Kaiser. He'll check it down to Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Check. Sit. Watch the sit.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Here we go. 319. Gun.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Flex round. Ohio. Watch QB drop. Ohio.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They go play action here on first down. And here he's got Grant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Elliott puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And that just enough to get it done.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Check 55 for life. Here I come! Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3! Ohio! Ohio! 55 is mine, guys, 55. Hey, keep it up!
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! 55! Right there, look, 55! Don't get nervous!
First down, Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make it 24-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. A second nice move, a spin. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. He finds Myers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. They're going to look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Lucky 56. Hurry up.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
319! 319!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Mike 55! Mike 55! Hey, eat! What's the run?
Following the interception, Kaiser. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Ohio! Ohio! Yo! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Red 38! Red 38! Ohio! 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 Come on out here. Come get some.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Flex round! Flex round! 55 is mine, guys. 55. Flex round! Flex round! I'm coming! Me, I got him. I got motion man. Me, I got this. Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser just getting the play off. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll throw again. Kaiser. They'll check it down to Geis. He juked him. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
4th down, Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
At FedEx Field, it's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
He'll look to throw. Aguilar has it. Now the ball comes loose. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Detroit! Set! Green!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
Well, that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Kaiser on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Second down, Kaiser. Dumps it off for Geis. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Kaiser now. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Kaiser now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. First down, Kaiser. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Kaiser finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he is all the way up past the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, how about this, the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Move. Ohio. Ohio.
One final shot for Kaiser. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Watch 7. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Oh, shit. Back 55. Back 55. Flex round. Flex round. They're running it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big offensive explosion.